Solving two-step inequalities. Solving two-step inequalities are very similar to solving two-step equations. The biggest difference is here's a two-step equation, here's a two-step inequality. With a two-step equation, you have an equal sign. With a two-step inequality, you have a greater than, less than, or greater than, less than equal sign. Okay? This here means one solution because it has the equal sign. Okay? This here means multiple solutions because it has the inequality sign. So this problem here states that 3x minus 2 is less than 4. That means that any value for x that makes this true is going to give this part here a value that's going to be less than 4. In order to solve this inequality, the first step you're going to do is add 2 to both sides. When you add 2 to both sides, it doesn't change the inequality sign. Okay, by adding 2 to both sides, you're keeping it the same. You end up with 3x is less than 6. Your next step is to divide by 3 because you're trying to get x by itself. When you do that, you get x is less than 2. That means that any value of x that is less than true is going to make this inequality true. So the next step in doing this is you need to graph it. So to graph the solution of x is less than 2, you're going to first draw a number line.
What makes us wholesome? Never will. Honey, this is wholesome.
Then on the number line, where 2 is, you're going to put an open circle. Okay? I'll do that in red so you can see that a little bit. Open circle because this solution does not include 2. Now, x is less than 2. That means anything here, okay, on the number line that is less than true is going to make this, less than 2 is going to make this true. Let's check a couple solutions to see that we got the correct answer. So we started off with the inequality 3x minus 2 is less than 4. We said that when we solved it, we got that x was less than 2. So that means if I plug in, say, -1, 0, or 1, or anything below that, that would make the inequality up here, 3x minus 2, true. So let's try it. Let's plug in a couple different things and see what happens. So again, our inequality is 3x minus 2 is less than 4. So we said anything less than 2 is going to make this work when x is less than 2. So let's try plugging in -1. So where x is, I'm going to plug in -1. And I get 3 times -1, which is -4, minus 2 is less than 4. Is -6 less than 4? Yes, so -1 works. Let's try one more. So we said x is, if x is less than 2, then that would work. That's a solution. So let's try 1. So where 1 is, I'm going to put, where x is, I'm going to put 1. So I get 3 minus 2 is less than 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 is less than 4. So this works. So again, solving two-step inequalities is very similar to solving two-step equations. The biggest difference is there's one solution in an equation and multiple solutions in an inequality.